Welcome to episode 34 of the Taylor Trash Podcast. It's just a dynamic duo this week. No special guest, but maybe next week we'll have a special guest.
Ooh.
Emma and the group from Opening Act. We'll see how that. We got to work out some logistics.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
I could do that and maybe like because she wants some of the kids, I think, too. You know, Anna and Damani in London.
That's a different setup.
That might be a little more complicated to do here at the house. Maybe we'll go on location somewhere. Does the library allow you to do podcasts like in their building?
Public library?
Yeah.
I don't work for the public library.
I'm just asking in general. I wouldn't.
I mean, you can reserve different meeting spaces for different purposes.
I mean, if we just show up and start doing a podcast with all this equipment.
Oh.
Would they be
they'd love it. They'd be like, cool.
Sir, get out.
Yeah.
You were just saying you had a dream about Luke, the grandson.
I did.
He's cute as hell, by the way.
Now, it just came back to me while I'm sitting here thinking about Luke. And I don't remember the exact context of it, but Luke could communicate really well by giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Okay.
Okay. And really I was carrying him. And I was like, hey, Luke, you having a good time? And he gave it a little thumbs up. And I remember you were thinking, oh my gosh, he can do that. And then he gave it a thumbs down. But when he gave it a thumbs down, something weird was happening with his pinky.
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
that's a fancy thumbs down. Like,
what's going on? So I put him on this table to look, and there was like a splinter in his pinky.
Okay.
And I pulled it out, but then I realized there was like a beetle down in there, and I had to work it out. And he was crying and it hurt, but I had to get this beetle out of his finger, and I did. He was sad about it.
You know, you ought to turn that into a movie. Pinky Beetle.
But he had these little tiny fingers, and he could give a thumbs up.
It's more of a Halloween fair. Oh, Pinky Beetle. All right.
But it made me want to see him.
Well, we're off to a great start.
Yeah.
Now I see why we have guests. Now that was nice. We won't get to see Luke this weekend, which sucks. So I'm thinking maybe we go Tuesday, Wednesday, shimmy on over there.
Yeah, Zach and Lorna, get ready.
They don't listen to this. All right, let's see.
Yeah, we're going to a wedding today.
Oh, that's number 3 on my list of things to talk about.
Okay.
We'll jump to number 3. Okay.
Yeah, Molly and Jared are getting married today in Louisville.
What would their last name be now? What's his last name? We're really close. We are like, we are so tight as a family. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Hold on. Like, I knew it was Jared. How about that?
Okay, we all remember Jared.
Hold on. Jared.
Nice looking young man. Stays in shape. Seems
it just
smart.
says she's engaged on Facebook. It doesn't say to who.
All right. Well, anyways, Jared and Molly.
Oh my gosh. I should know Jared's
married.
last name. I'm going to guess
I'm sure
Jared.
it's on that invitation on the
It
bridge.
is. Do you want me to go look?
No.
Jared. Hey, Maggie, look at the invitation and tell me Jared's last name. No, his name is Jared.
No, I mean, there's lots
Maggie just asked if his name was Jerry, which would be 3 generations of Jerry.
You don't remember what we're having to eat at the wedding? Do you remember that?
No, I don't know that I ever knew.
Okay.
I knew that Jerry, Molly's mom, asked me if I would help to make sure that the items at the photo booth prop table weren't just thrown all over the place. So that's my job today.
Wow.
And I'm going to do it well.
My job is to fit into a pair of pants that may be a little questionable. Okay. So the wedding. So that'll be fun. That's in, the wedding is also in Louisville.
Yeah. Also? Why'd you say also?
I don't know.
Oh, it is in Louisville.
And by the way, it is also in Louisville.
Yeah, where Molly and Jared
live.
Last name unknown. Live.
Do they live together already?
No.
Are they living in sin?
No.
Oh, that's good.
He has a house. She has an apartment.
So are they moving into her apartment? That would make the most sense, wouldn't it?
They're moving into his house. And I know they've got 3 bathrooms, which I think you're starting out with 3 toilets in your house.
It's pretty impressive.
That's
how many we got. We got 3 of them.
Right. But I didn't start out with 3 toilets.
But there's one
I did start out with 2
on the rarest
toilets.
occasions I ever use. That's downstairs.
Yeah.
That's
the boys.
Emergencies only.
Yeah. But yeah, they have 3 because on her registry, she had 3 squatty potties.
Wow.
And she got all 3.
Okay. So like,
Will that make you uncomfortable talking about squatty potties?
I don't even know what that is. Is that where you lift your legs up while you're using the bathroom?
It's it slides against the front of your toilet and you pull it out and you put your feet on it so that you are in an easier position to go to the bathroom.
This is the grossest podcast we've ever done.
No, I mean, it's just aligns your body correctly to go to the bathroom. Everyone defecates.
I get it. Ugh. That word just makes it sound worse. Just say poop.
Because we all have waste, and that is how our bodies gets rid of the waste.
Okay. So what you're saying is gross.
And squatty potties, part of the process to make it easier.
Okay, we spent a lot of time talking about that. So moving
you'll
on.
Cut that. You'll cut that because that makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah, parts of it. We got an election coming up Tuesday.
We do. Probably by the time people listen to this, it'll be over and decided.
No, I mean they'll be able to hear it. They'll hear it, tomorrow. If the ones that are
the diehard fans,
the Taylorites.
Yeah, the Taylorites.
I don't know.
The trash.
Yeah, the garbage men and women.
Oh, I like that.
The old garbage men and women. But no, they can listen to that. They won't be able to see. They'll probably see this Tuesday, but it'll already be over at that point. We don't really get political on this show much, hardly at all.
No, I mean you've interviewed some political candidates.
Yeah, but even then we didn't like.
Yeah, that was more just like, hey, meet these people.
Yeah, they're nice people.
I definitely have opinions.
I think everybody has opinions,
and I'll share them. But I know this isn't what you want for the Taylor trash.
We try to keep it clean. I will say on the amendments, let's all vote no.
Mm-hmm.
Let's vote no on those amendments. They're both ridiculous to add to our state constitution.
Mm-hmm.
So that's insane.
I do think they're ridiculous.
So there you go. So get out there and vote on Tuesday.
I feel like for you to start that conversation with, like, we don't get political here. I feel like the one political take you decided to have was fairly controversial, especially that Amendment 2 say no.
Oh, but that's grandstanding. That's a grandstanding amendment. What that is.
Okay. I just feel like for you to be like, we don't get political,
and I don't think that's political either. That's not political. That's medical.
Then you but that's political. But like you picked a very controversial thing to weigh in on, which I'm cool with.
Legalizing weed is still not on the ballot.
Nope.
We're probably one of the, I don't know, maybe half the states have it now.
It will not be legal in Kentucky until it's legal federally. I mean, that's what's going to happen because
go on, Biden.
If you look at trends of any progressive legislation, same-sex marriage, what was that allowed it was Loving was their last name, that allowed interracial marriage, all that, anything throughout the years that have come across through states and then nationally were a thing. Kentucky is just dragged kicking and screaming from the hood to the holler. Yeah,
for Charles Booker, we are voting for Charles Booker
because
Rand Paul's insane.
I'll tell you who I'm voting for locally, but
no, I don't want to do that because we're friends with all of them.
I know, but I know who.
Except one, I don't know that guy, the Lampkin guy. I saw him with the sign on.
I'm not friend. There's a handful I don't know.
Really, I thought we.
I don't know. I
know them all.
Oh. Yeah. Maybe I do know all of them.
All right. The other day, I went to a concert with Eli in Louisville. This was interesting because he was going to go with a friend, and their mom was going to take them correctly.
He kind of said that. He said that. I think that was
but
like
he bought a
imagining.
ticket, and it's like, oh, that whatever it was, that fell through.
Yep.
So Chuck is going to take him to the concert.
And also, he bought the ticket and planned all that without like working it out with us.
Didn't say a word. So we went to the concert. We call that the metalcore band, Attack Attack.
He took a friend.
He
did take a friend.
Caden.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad he did. That was nice.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice. You know, what I really appreciated about this show is I had a great parking spot.
Okay.
In Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
And after the first band, there were 4 bands, by the way, I got a padded stool that I could sit in.
Nice.
I did get a Charlie horse at one point, and I was like, that is insane.
Sitting down at a concert's my favorite part of a concert.
Because I was the oldest person there. Because this band was popular in like 2008 to 2012. So these people that were really into them are like 32 and younger.
Sure.
So they're not old enough to have kids Eli's age, but there's nobody really my age. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was fun.
I'll tell you about my weird concert.
I got called Mr. and Sir a couple times.
So before the concert, Caden came home with us from school.
Mm-hmm. He seems like a good kid.
Yeah, sweet kid. And Caden said, we need to go by my aunt's house because I'm going to get some money.
Ooh, yeah.
And I said, okay. And so I just assumed like Dad's at work. Dad can't get home to give him money. So Aunt is going to give him money. And Dad's going to give this money back to Aunt, whatever. So, okay. So we drive up to Aunt's house and there's a man sitting on the front porch with a baby.
Oh,
which I assume is uncle. Because I was like, oh, is that your baby cousin? And Caden said, that's my sister's baby.
okay.
And I said, okay, yeah, then that would be your cousin. Or my aunt's baby. And I said, yeah, that would be your cousin. And the man walks up to the car with baby, and I'm, hi, baby. And I said, I hear you got some money for us. And he gave us the money. And I said, yeah, these two are going to a concert tonight. And he said, yeah, have fun. And I drove away, and I said, was that your uncle? And he was like, that was my dad.
Ah, okay.
And I said, oh, that was a really weird interaction for me to have with your dad. Like,
Okay.
I should have, like, he knew you were going to a concert, but I wasn't sure if your uncle knew why you would be getting money, or whatever. But dad was babysitting. Dad told me later because I texted him. I was like, sorry, I acted like I didn't know who you were because I guess I've never seen you up close. Maybe we've just texted and dropped kids off. But he said he was babysitting and couldn't leave the house, and that's why we had to go.
That's why you had to go there. That was not as good as your Beetle and the Pinky story.
They're both good stories. They both had babies in them.
They did. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else we got here?
And look, this baby was probably 6 months old
Uh-huh.
and was wiggly and smiley. And
Yeah.
it just made me think, oh, when Luke's 6 months old.
I'm a baby. That was my baby impression, by the way.
That's, when Luke's going to be 6 months old, it's about Christmas.
That's right. He was dressed as a fox for Halloween.
Just for a few minutes.
Yeah. I don't know if they took him out or not.
No. The post that Lorna put on said he lasted a minute or so without crying, so we'll try again next year.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That crybaby.
Maggie finished cross country. All done.
She did.
Get a little banquet
She competed
Tuesday.
at state. She has a fat head of herself hanging
We
up in
can't
her
go
room.
see Luke Tuesday because she got a banquet. Yeah, got a big fish. She showed me. I just saw the fat head yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Did you make it?
A kid sent me pictures of the kids, and I printed them at the library because we have the big poster printer. By the way, we print posters at the library if you need
$100.
It's $10 for a 2x3.
$10. No holler.
But a kid sent the pictures, and they were all. I saw Maggie's first, and I was like, I cannot print this of my child. This is a terrible picture. But then I looked; all of them were ridiculous. So there's like 7 or 8 pictures that they printed. They were all funny, like
Good.
eyes closed or making a weird face. Yeah.
You'll notice on some weeks the music we have coming into the podcast and going out of the podcast is made by our dear friend Bones.
Keith is his real name.
Robinson. Did you ever actually hear him play when he was in the death metal band Mangled Atrocity?
I do not believe I did.
Okay.
Did you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have ever heard it without you.
Even before I worked at the place I work at, I heard him. Yes. But no, yeah, he's writing it all and he's doing it all. So, yeah.
I can't believe I don't know Jared's last name. I'm still wondering.
So there you go. Enjoy that. Little shout out to Bones, doing a great job. We decided to move back to our classic spot just because I forgot to set everything up. I had it all nice and neat downstairs, and now it's not so neat.
Oh, there's a cat behind us. Yeah, looking out the kitchen.
But the
window.
background looks good up here.
I think it does look nice
because you got
here.
the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to. How do weathermen do that? You'll see the mugs over here, and there's the plant.
They probably have a monitor that's flipped, maybe in front of them.
Yeah, I guess I can flip that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In case you're wondering, people were staring at a monitor.
Yeah.
But last week's it was good. We had Jonah and Skylar on.
Okay.
But the background was just that wall over there, and I was like,
boring.
I don't like that. So
sorry.
Background's important.
Yeah, I want to repaint the house.
Oh, can we do it today after the wedding?
Furniture. There's so many things I want to do around the house.
We stay up all night and paint the house.
I think that sounds good.
That's one thing about the concert we went to. I still went to work the next day on time, and Eli went to school.
Yeah.
I was tired.
Probably. I was asleep when you got home.
Yeah. It was about 12:50.
Yeah. I was watching an SNL sketch
Mm-hmm.
when Jack Harlow hosted recently,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a wedding. And it was supposed to be like typical backwoods Kentucky wedding where people were talking like this, and she was wanting to get married, and they were getting married on Halloween, and the best man wanted to dress like the Joker, and she didn't want him dressing like the Joker, and he wanted to dress like the Joker. And the whole thing was like everybody deciding if the best man could be dressed like the Joker.
Did he end up dressed like the Joker?
I think they ended up voting because Jeff Probst was there. Like it was a decision on Survivor.
Okay.
And so, yeah, he ended up getting to dress
Was
like
it
the
Jack Nicholson
Joker.
Joker?
He was dressed like the Joker, and he kept saying the Joker, and they'd all say the Joker. And so, like, the accents maybe they were spot on. But
They were.
what was interesting is it showed the sign outside the church for the wedding.
Okay.
And it said like Lexington First Baptist or whatever.
Did
And
it
I'm thinking
really?
like
That's a real church.
this or whatever. But I'm just thinking like they think Lexington is like that. Like that's not Lexington. Lexington's the city.
What would that be? I guess.
I mean, it needed to say
Whitesburg,
like
maybe?
yeah, or like
We don't have any listeners in
Corbin.
Whitesburg, so we can.
or something.
You know, Corbin gets a lot of concerts now. By the way, they're making a name for themselves.
Hmm.
I figure it was always just two things: the birthplace of KFC and a racist ass city.
I thought it was not Corbin. I thought it was London was KFC. Is it Corbin?
Ugh. Somebody fact check me.
I don't know. I went to
Producer?
college 1 year in Williamsburg, which is just south of Corbin,
Mm-hmm.
and
Cumberland.
people down there did kind of talk like that. I ordered pizza once, and I answered my dorm
Do
phone.
they call it a pie?
Yeah, because that's rural country. No, I ordered my pizza, and I picked up the phone in my dorm, and I said hello, and the person on the other end said, "Yin's hungry," and I said, "What?" He goes, "Yin's hungry." I guess so. All right, I got your pizza down here. And I thought, oh my gosh.
There you go.
But he just asked, Ewan's hungry. And I went downstairs and his name was Bucky and he did have my pizza. And he was very
Ooh.
nice. And
People that talk like that are usually pretty nice too.
yeah. But anyway, I just thought it was interesting that from the people writing the sketch in New York City, they thought like, let's do typical Kentucky. These people are all from Lexington. And I'm sure there's people in
Jack
Lexington
Harlow went
like
along
that.
with it.
I
and-
know. Well, but he's
He would-
Louisville, so he's
but he
probably
would-
like, yeah, Lexington's
No,
right.
I'm not from Louisville, but I know they certainly don't talk like that.
I don't have I don't feel like it was hurtful or anything that they acted
That's
like that.
good.
There are people that act like that, and a lot of people from Kentucky probably act like that.
A lot of people from everywhere act like that. I've traveled all around the world.
Uh-huh.
All around the world.
What is the cat doing?
Eating peppers. He's all right.
Playing with a hot pepper.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a big chunk of the United States.
Yeah.
And there's people like that everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's not unique to Kentucky
Yeah.
or Tennessee or West Virginia.
Yeah.
The accents may be different,
Right.
but I mean,
Well,
Massachusetts got a whole
know,
city of them in
sure.
Boston.
And talking with like a Kentucky accent doesn't mean like you're stupid or
Not at
or
all.
whatever. Like clearly, I don't think I
Accents.
have an accent, but I do. But I remember
Good Lord, are you
I remember
serious?
being at a state tech conference for schools one time, and this woman won an award
I don't know what
for the
accent.
work she had done with kids in like the computer lab at their elementary school, and she was winning this award as a teacher. And when she got up to accept it, she was like, "I just want to thank everybody." And we've worked so hard with these kids. And I thought, good Lord. But that was really
Kids does
hateful
have
of
two
me.
syllables, but go ahead.
That was really hateful of me. Like she just talks like that.
That's just how people talk.
Mm-hmm.
I try to never judge anybody by how they talk. Now, it's okay to make fun of them.
Yeah, like imitate. And,
Yeah.
But yeah, but not to be hurtful. Like
No.
I was a much more
In jest.
like my family, they all have pretty thick accents. And when I was
Your accent's going to be thick after today. Just FYI, whenever you
oh,
leave
this
your
is
family.
city family. We're
Yeah.
going to Louisville. This is fancy family.
Okay, but they're all coming from here.
That's
We're
true.
all going
Yeah.
to Louisville.
Yeah, we film this later today. Anyway, I used to be a lot more angry about accents and stuff, and like regional dialect really bothered me, and I tried to fight it until I took a phonetics class in college. And was it phonetics? That doesn't even
Hooked on
make sense.
Pahonics.
No, it was what was the class called? What is it, like the study of like language?
Dialects.
No, I don't know. I took some sort
Etymology?
of class. Yeah, maybe. No, that's words.
Entomology. Isn't that insects?
I don't know. It was some sort of class where we learned about like phonetic spelling and phonemes and just sounds of words. And we talked a lot about regional dialects. And then I wasn't like ashamed of my regional dialect anymore. I just
That's
realized
good.
it's just a thing. It's just where you're from. You talk a certain way.
All right. I'm trying to lose some weight. I've lost 3.2 pounds in the last
That's
week.
great.
You know.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. I put it on TikTok because I thought, you know what? Maybe then I'll feel obligated to lose weight because somebody's going to be like, oh, let's see if Chuck lost some weight.
Yeah.
If it falls through, then I'll just delete those videos and nobody will be the
Well,
wiser.
you know, I've seen videos where like somebody has just made a video of themselves once a month They don't post it on TikTok, but like once the year's over, they post them all together to see like their year of change.
Maybe that's what I should have done. It'd be the last month, and I'm like, I gotta lose 80 pounds this month.
but it's interesting to see like somebody just kind of standing in the same clothes and a month later, and then they've lost 80 pounds, and it's neat. Good
All
for
mine are
them.
nude though.
That's right. That's why you were banned from TikTok.
Suspended. There's a difference. Yeah. I could come back later.
But I think I want people to be comfortable with their bodies and realize that all bodies are shaped differently.
Are you comfortable with it?
With mine?
Oh, with mine.
I'm very comfortable with yours. Absolutely.
Word.
I want, at the same time, I want to be healthy. And I think a lot of times I don't make healthy choices for my own body.
Yeah, my health rating for my insurance has gone down 5% each year over the last 3 years.
He hasn't told me that before.
Well, I mean, it's a sliding.
You're also getting old every year.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, I'll be 50 in 2 weeks, 3 weeks? I don't know.
Yikes!
Holy crap!
Yeah, we're gonna have Thanksgiving dinner. Give you a new frying pan.
That's what I wanted for my birthday. New, not a big one, but smaller ones, because we got these old ones, and I'm probably consuming billions of particles of plastic with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you want one that does not have nonstick coating.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Ooh. What if we got a cast iron skillet? I don't feel like we are the kind of people who can take care of a cast iron skillet.
I don't think you do anything. You just cook stuff on it and put it back in the shelf. I don't know.
You wipe it out. Maybe.
I'll tell you, back in the day when I would drink beer from time to time, I had a little cast iron skillet that I got from Shannon's mom.
You put beer in it?
Yeah, I was like, oh, let's heat some beer. No. I thought, I'll make a hamburger. A hamburger. So I'm going to make the one hamburger, and I get my patty, I think, and then I put it on the skillet, and I had a beer or 20. And then I was like, all done. Let me grab it. So I grabbed it with my bare hand, and I dropped it on the floor.
Okay.
But that wasn't the pan's fault.
That was the beer's fault.
That was the beer's fault.
Yeah.
So this time, I think I'd be okay.
Yep.
I want a pan where I can also, cook stuff on it, then also put that pan into the oven.
That would be a cast iron skillet.
Hook me up. Hook me up, lady. Start a GoFundMe for cast iron skillets.
I think you also what's it called? Cure a cast iron skillet by putting oil on it and then putting it in the oven. I think you do.
I don't know.
There's a man on TikTok that has cast iron skillets and does stuff with them.
Okay, I'm sure there's, yeah.
Ooh, if we ever had somebody break into the house, having a cast iron skillet would hurt way more than a little Calphalon something I got at Walmart. I mean, that wouldn't feel good either.
Was this Home Alone 4 or something, or 5? I don't know what they're up to, or we're up to. I think they can make a new one. So what are they up to now with Home Alone
They
movies?
might be.
I don't know.
I mean, clearly it's
Macaulay Culkin's
not Macaulay
40.
Culkin. Oh, the cat is on the ground rolling around with a hot pepper.
Oh, that's
from our
adorable.
garden.
That's adorable.
He is chewing in like it's a mouse.
Anything else we got to talk about?
I
think we got to go grocery shopping.
We
need to take care of that business.
We're out of a lot of cleaning supplies.
I'm out of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
That helps you lose weight too when you go to get a snack and there's no snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're like, I'll just make a hamburger then.
No, or I'll eat this apple.
Well, I don't get that desperate.
You don't.
I'm not a big apple fan. I mean, apples, I'll eat apples, don't get me wrong. But it's not like, I've never been like, oh my God.
Look, I was at rehearsal the other night and I was really hungry. And I had an apple. I had a cut up apple and a little thing of peanut butter in my lunchbox. And I got that out and I was standing backstage and I was eating that. And it was like the desperation. And it was just filling my body with nourishment. It was so good. It was so good to eat that apple dipped in that peanut butter. Oh.
The Burger King is closed down for renovations here in town, so I've not been able to get my pre-dinner Whopper.
Okay, Doug Heffernan. I didn't realize you did that.
Not too often. Maggie, you want to come on here and say hi real quick?
Maggie's getting ready to go work in the children's ministry at church.
Yes. I think she's giving the message at Southland.
What you eating?
Cheerios.
There's no milk on those. Okay.
She's having a glass of sweet tea.
Toastios.
Cheerios.
We delivered a lot of cereal to the food pantry yesterday.
Yeah, Maggie organized a food drive at school as part of the National Honor Society. decided to collect cereal. I thought that instead of saying like, collect food for the food pantry, that if you're more specific about what you want, like it's easier to get donations.
I did talk to DJ and Dennis. Soups are still big.
Mm-hmm.
Peanut butter and cereal.
You know, they're doing a peanut butter drive at school right now.
Peanut butter.
But we collected, for the month of October, students brought in cereal. And I have a display case outside the library, and I displayed it. And I think displaying it helped too, because people would see that. And they would go, oh, yeah, I need to bring in my cereal. And we collected 135 boxes of cereal. I mean, these are kids at the high school.
We carried them, we know.
Kids at the high school brought this in to donate.
That was nice.
And
there were some name brands. Like, Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
I just need to Count Chocula, though.
No. There was a lot of Golden Grahams.
Oh, those Golden Grahams.
Or no, not Golden Grahams. I made that up. It's the white box.
They still make Golden Grahams?
No, I made that up. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's what I was thinking of.
Remember that guy lied about finding shrimp in a Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That was so fun on Twitter.
It was like, oh, this is going to be great. And then it's like, oh, you're a liar.
But yeah, the kids at the high school did a great job with that. And it was a very successful food drive. And now there's a peanut butter drive going on at school, and then also that is through NHS. And then I do know that our First Priority group, which is like a religious group that meets before school sometimes, they are doing a food drive.
Can any religion join First Priority?
I would imagine. I mean, it's Christian.
But is there a First Priority for other religions in school?
I don't know that it's called First Priority, but legally, since it's public school, if a Christian organization is meeting and then a Buddhist organization wants to meet too, that as long as they have a faculty sponsor and stuff, yeah, they can.
Okay.
But anyway, they're collecting food for the little pantries, the free little pantries around town, like the blessing boxes.
The lady told me that there are about 700 individuals they will service, which is a lot.
Yeah. So 135 boxes of cereal will go quickly.
Very quickly.
Yeah. And you know, something that I think is interesting is this time of year is really big for like food collections. People are donating food at Thanksgiving and Christmas.
June, they're like, man, best of luck to you.
Yeah, people need to eat all the time.
They do. It's
so
important. Copper and Oak and La Casa Nostra are having free Thanksgiving dinner.
Really?
On Thanksgiving Day from 4 to 8.
That's amazing.
Just show up and eat.
That's wonderful.
So there you go. Shout out to our... Well, we don't even know who they are. I don't know who owns those places.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. That was very nice.
I know one lady that works there is way up there. Her name's LaHanna.
Oh, yeah. I don't know her.
She's friends with Eli Edwards because he eats there.
He does.
5 days a week.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all we got this week. So hope you enjoyed classic podcast.
Yeah, and I'm very excited for Molly and Jared. Hey, Maggie, do you know Jared's last name? Jared, I'm so sorry. We'll know it after today. They'll say it at the wedding, I bet.
And when they say it as loud as I can, I'm going to go, aha!
I wonder if Molly's going to take his last name.
Nolan. Jared
Yeah.
Nolan.
Where did you see that?
The internet.
Instagram. I looked on Facebook, which is just old people on there. Nolan. Okay, Molly Nolan. Jared Nolan.
That's nice. Rolls off the tongue. Good.
So sorry, Jared. We should have known that.
It's funny how you're looking at the camera like they're actually
Jared's
going to
watch this. Molly and Jared are going to watch this on their honeymoon.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, we're bored.
Where are they going on their honeymoon, by the way?
I don't know.
Oh, great. All right. Well, we know lots about them. All right. You guys have a great week. We're out. We're past
Molly,
our time.
I'm sorry I don't know more about this.
Cue from the
I'll
producer.
find out today at the wedding.
They're going to play us off. All right. Have a great week.
I think they're going to Pigeon Forge.
Goodbye, everybody.
Because they're the fancy cousins.
I got